Good morning, everyone. This is Tara Sewell, and I am one of the internal wholesalers here on the marketing team at Financial Markets. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful morning for the FMI Agent Summer Smoker Giveaway. We will also be discussing Coach Jim Harbaugh's $52 million contract. Your lines are muted. If you have any questions or comments throughout the call, please use your GoToWebinar question function to submit your questions. Thank you. Thank you for your business and your partnership. We can never say it enough. We appreciate you. Now, today we will be drawing for the Pit Boss Austin XL Pellet Smoker. Let's dive into the details. Qualification period was from May 1st, 2020 through July 10th, 2020. Now, each producer earned one ticket for applications submitted during this time frame for $10,000 anticipated annuity premium and $1,000 in anticipated life or health premium. Now you earned double tickets for each application that was submitted for our premier carriers. Those are listed here: American General, American Equity, Emeritus, Athene, Lincoln National, North American, Protective, and Prudential. Now, triple tickets were given and earned for those applications that were submitted on or after May 1st and paid by July 10th. Now, your odds are pretty good today, but you do have to be present to win. You must be logged into the GoToWebinar with your full name and present for the duration of the webinar in order to be eligible to win. Today, we have 2,502 total tickets, and your name can only be drawn once. You must be present on the call to win, and we will be drawing for 5 finalists. One finalist will win the Pit Boss Austin XL Smoker, and 4 runners-up will win the $50 Amazon gift card. Today, I am really excited to hear about the world of NCAA football and how indexed universal life insurance can play a major role in coach contracts. The University of Michigan has an athletic department revenue exceeding $190 million. Now, while colleges may be intended as a place to become educated, the athletic departments mean big business. And retaining a top-performing coach means big business, as you will see. Now, let's get to our first finalist. Now, we have this great program called the Hat, and I've been shuffling our 2,500 names in the hat. So we'll shuffle them just a little bit more and drop them in the hat. And our first, Gary Cheney from Arkansas with 37 tickets in the hat. Is Gary on the call?
And let's take a look here, Tara. Gary Cheney is not on the call. Let me double check that. It's kind of a big list here. And I do not see Mr. Cheney on the call.
All right. Again, folks, you must be on the call in order to be a finalist. We'll put those names back in the hat and try for our first finalist, Wesley Watkus from Maryland with 36 tickets. Is Wesley on the call?
Tara, Wesley is on the call.
All right, Wesley, congratulations for being one of our finalists. Now, let's get this out of the way here. There are many great resources available to you through our website, and one of our newest resources is our FMI Agent Mobile. This is an app for you to put on your Android or Apple devices, your phone or your tablets. It allows you to run term and permanent life quotes, and you have the ability to text or email those quotes to your prospects and your clients. Within the app, you will also find a pre-screener, a needs analysis, and other great resources for you, the producer, and for consumers. You will find this mobile app in the App Store or Google Play Store. Contact your internal wholesaler if you'd like a walk through the app. And now we are on to our second finalist, Sandy Pacone from South Dakota with 7 tickets in the hat. Is Sandy on the call?
Let's take a look here. And she is on the call.
All right, congratulations, Sandy, on becoming a finalist in our drawing today. So, without further ado, Mr. Neil Sperling, our Vice President, is here to go over Jim Harbaugh's contract.
Well, thank you, Tara, and good luck to all of those on the call that have tickets in the hat. I know there's quite a few on the call that maybe didn't participate in the smoker grill drawing, so we certainly hope to see you next time in there. Just queuing up here. All right. Hey, first, a big and sincere thank you to John Brooks for sharing information about Jim Harbaugh's contract with us here at Financial Markets. We may not have come across this topic had not it been for his insight and sharing this information. So a big thank you, Mr. Brooks, for the information, and really thank you for all you do within our industry. John's truly a top-notch leader and advisor. Big shout out to a good friend, John Brooks. So on to Jim Harbaugh. What an interesting story here. He played for the University of Michigan, 83 through 86 in college. In his final season, he started all 13 games as quarterback with the Wolverines with an 11-2 season record. He was the 26th pick in the first round NFL draft in 1987 that landed him as quarterback under Coach Mike Ditka, legendary Ditka, for the Chicago Bears. Now, after a 7-9 season at the Bears in 1993, he signed with the Indianapolis Colts in 94. He had pretty good performance with the Colts, but in 97, he left the Colts with a 3-13 season. One of two people are normally replaced in that type of situation, and Harbaugh was traded to the Baltimore Ravens for the 98 season. That was a pretty short stint over there at Baltimore, and then he went to the San Diego Chargers for the 99-2000 season. The Chargers ended up in the 2000 season in a final matchup with the Miami Dolphins, ending in a 17-7 loss. So for the 2001 season, he signed with the Detroit Lions, but just before the regular season, he was traded to the Carolina Panthers, where he dressed for 6 games, but he had 0 play time. So while Harbaugh did not have, he didn't get on the field that season for the Panthers, they finished with a dismal 1-15 record. Maybe it would have been different if they would have put him on there. The end of his NFL career as a player wasn't very sensational, but he played a total of 177 games with 140 starts, and he participated in 129 touchdowns. So he had a really good ride there in the NFL. But after leaving the NFL as a player, he joined the Oakland Raiders for the 2002 and 2003 season as a quarterback coach under legendary coach Bill Callahan. In 2004, he signed a contract as head coach of the University of San Diego. And in 2006, he took USD to an 11-1 record and winning their second consecutive Pioneer League title in the process. In December of 2006, he was named head coach of Stanford University, and like he did in San Diego, he ended their 2010 season with another 11-1 record, and Harbaugh was named the winner of the Woody Hayes Coach of the Year award. After all of the success he had in collegiate ball, the NFL came a-knocking. In January of 2011, he signed a $25 million contract to become the head coach for the San Francisco 49ers. That 2011 season resulted in a 13-3 regular season record, a big turnaround for the Niners. After 2 more winning seasons, the 2014 season ended with just an 8-8 record. But now you know Jim Harbaugh is the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines since 2015. And today we're going to learn why football isn't just a game. It's really, really big business. So in the 2014 season, the University of Michigan Wolverines ended in a 5-7 record, and Coach Brady Hoke was fired. In December of 2014, Coach Harbaugh signed a 7-year contract with the University of Michigan as the head coach for the failing Wolverines. It contained a meager $500,000 base salary with a modest $4.5 million in additional annual compensation, not including bonuses. The result was a cool $35 million contract over that 7-year period. In his first season at Michigan, remember they had a 5-7 record in 14. Well, in 15, he turned it around with a 10-3 record. And hey, guys, if you win, it's time to negotiate. So after that amazing turnaround, Harbaugh renegotiated his meager $35 million contract with a new contract valued at $49 million. $49 million. The majority of the increase was the result of a guaranteed $2 million annual loan to fund an index universal life policy. Yeah, life insurance, not just for dying, it's for living too. So in the 2016 renegotiation, they amended his contract to include an initial $4 million loan, followed by 5 annual $2 million loans to, again, fund his index universal life. And really, this is where it gets interesting. Now, his original 2015 contract, it's easily found on the internet by searching. The amendment, on the other hand, is not, the 2016 amendment. So the information that I'm going to be sharing with you is from information made public by various sources such as ESPN, NAPFA Advisor Magazine, Forbes, and others here. I did find several differing conclusions as to the exact timing to the actual insurance product that was used and the actual terms of the rollout or the payback of the loan. But the information for the purpose of this discussion really is as similar as we can interpolate from the information that's publicly available. So the agreement was reached in 2016. It appears he was awarded $4 million in that first year to cover the first and second annual life insurance premium. Depending on options for backdating the insurance policy and the amendment timing to the contract, this makes sense. But for the purpose of our discussion, we're going to use this as a 7-year, $2 million annual loan. Again, the purpose was to fund his life insurance, so they'd want level annual premiums without an initial lump sum to be sure you're staying within MEC limits. The repayment terms appear to be full repayment at age 70 or upon death if that were earlier. Now, some media outlets reported no rollout at all until death, regardless of age, but a payback at age 70 seems much more customary to this type of arrangement. Now, you might see on the screen and you might be wondering, what is a BOLIP? And, we have all kinds of terms in the industry, and BOLIP is a very technical acronym standing for Big Ol' Life Insurance Policy. So a BOLIP, Big Ol' Life Insurance Policy. Keep in mind that technical term as we move forward. So looking at this from the planning side, what is this arrangement referred to? It's a loan-based split dollar plan, or also known as a loan regime split dollar plan. So really, what is that? That's where an employer lends money to a key employee for the purpose of funding life insurance, while the employer retains interest in the life insurance policy. The employer is not necessarily the owner of the insurance plan. And you've probably heard the term, I know you have, being in the business here, you've heard the term split dollar plans. This is a plan where most traditionally the employer retains ownership of the plan and the employer retains full control of the policy. While the key employee maintains their employment, they're allowed to name a personal beneficiary for an amount net of premiums paid or another stipulated amount as an executive benefit. There may also be some golden handcuff where the employee can receive retirement benefits, permitting they maintain employment for a predetermined tenure. Or it could be established where the employer recovers the premium placed in the policy and provides the policy to the departing employee, again, once the predetermined tenure has been reached. While that's the more traditional approach, some carriers may allow the key employee to be the owner of the insurance plan under certain conditions. In the arrangement with Coach Harbaugh, the employee is retaining ownership. That's what makes this employment package so unique. So some of the carriers that we work with, such as Principal Life and Allianz, allow this type of arrangement to be funded by a loan, while the key employee is still the owner. It's a relatively simple design, but it must be reviewed by legal counsel to be sure there are no unintended tax consequences or ERISA violations or other employment regulation violations. So to protect the employer, aside from the actual separate split dollar plan agreement between the employer and employee, the employer will require a collateral assignment to the policy. In this case, the school, the university, will have a collateral assignment on the policy which will restrict Harbaugh's use of the cash value and ability to surrender the policy without first paying back the university. Now, the term rollout is basically how and when the lender, the university in this case, will be paid back for the loans that were granted. This will be defined in the separate split dollar plan agreement between the employer and the employee. In the case of Coach Harbaugh, the rollout commences at age 70 or his death, whichever is earlier. And we'll talk about that loan repayment in a bit. So how is this arrangement taxed? In Harbaugh's case, the loan interest is forgiven by the university. Therefore, the employee must pay imputed interest. Imputed interest refers to interest that is considered by the IRS to have been paid for tax purposes, even if no interest payment was made. The IRS uses imputed interest as a tool to collect tax revenues on loans that don't pay interest or stated interest is very low. The interest rate for imputed interest is the applicable federal rate, and you've probably heard of the AFR. The July 2020 long-term AFR is currently at 2.09%. The same AFR in August of 2016, the year when Harbaugh made his split dollar arrangement, was 1.9%. So, if a private loan is made for $1 million, for example, and the long-term AFR is 2% for simple math, that would result in a $20,000 taxable event to the recipient of the loan. Assuming a 30% tax bracket, that loan would effectively cost the recipient $6,000 in taxes due. So in this example, that results in a mere 0.6% cost to the recipient for the loan. Now that's inexpensive money there. So since this is a split dollar arrangement, in this case for Harbaugh, it's solely funded through loans. And the university is not bonusing Harbaugh for the imputed income tax. There is no tax deduction for the university in this case. Also, this loan, because this is a loan, the university is going to be paid back. Now, the University of Michigan is a 501c3 nonprofit tax-exempt entity and may not benefit from its tax deduction anyhow, even if there were one. But again, because it's a loan, there are no taxes. So now let's look at how this arrangement works on paper. All right, there's a lot of numbers here to digest, but this takes a look at the perspective from the employer. The first column shows the loan to the employee, and the last two columns show the benefits available to the university prior to the rollout. Notice in this case, the employer is not providing bonus to the employee to cover the taxes due. I guess the university thought with his $5 million plus salary in addition to his $2 million loan, Harbaugh could figure out how to scrape up some couch change to pay the imputed tax. But why would the University of Michigan want to do this? Really the quick answer is likely both to retain and reward the coach after a successful first year that convinced the school to enhance Harbaugh's compensation package. The university is essentially giving him an interest-free loan. If you consider that it's using money normally allocated to cash or bonds, it's not sacrificing a tremendous amount of interest or opportunity cost. Life insurance is often used for certain non-qualified executive benefits because of tax benefits and cost recovery. So think about it this way. If the school gave Harbaugh $2 million more in salary, it would be able to deduct the additional salary as pay, but it would never get the money back. So the approach that we're discussing here ensures Michigan will get $14 million back if Harbaugh completes the 7-year tenure, or earlier if he dies, or at rollout. If the coach quits, he must pay back the cumulative debt balance, and the collateral assignment protects the school. In the meantime, the coach wants to stay and continue to win, so the university will continue to pay his premiums. Thus, the arrangement helps with both retention and reward. Now, this takes a look at it from the perspective of Coach Harbaugh. The first column shows the loan to the employee, and the last two columns show the benefits available to the employee. So why would Coach want to do this? And really, I would say maybe the better question is, why wouldn't Coach want to do this? True, there's cost to him. He'll pick up the imputed income, essentially the foregone loan interest from the university, as taxable income. He needs to pay the tax on that amount each year, and based upon the numbers here, he's likely to pay over $1.4 million in taxes over the next 18 years. So what does Harbaugh get for this cost? He'll have a death benefit for his family that would fluctuate through the years from as low as you can see $23 million to a starting high of $35 million. After the university recoups its money, Harbaugh will retain the policy with a death benefit in excess of $37 million and cash value over $14 million. So the coach will have an equivalent investment yield of over 20% if the policy performs as projected. If the policy underperforms, he'll likely still be in a cushy position with an extremely attractive return and minimal risk to him. So this illustration shows information from the past two slides. This combines both the employer and employee data. Is this a unique situation for a high-priced coach, or is it relevant for a wide range of business owners to retain key talent? How would they feel about the idea of offering a benefit that can return every dollar they spend on their key people? Would your clients' key employees, or your clients who are key employees, want to know about this type of benefit? I think there can be great value in a key employee situation where the employer helps the employee prepare for a smoother retirement. Imagine retiring and taking a $1 million life insurance policy with a long-term care rider with you. What would that do for the employee's retirement safety and flexibility? And really, as an advisor, you can bring this concept up with your business owners and or the key employees that you serve. So if you'd like to see the full sample illustration from this slide deck, please contact your internal wholesaler here at Financial Markets, and they'll be happy to email it to you. And look, you do not need to be an expert to propose this to your clients. We can help you with business valuations, key employee plan designs, and attorney consulting, all at no cost to you and your clients. Now, if the plan is to be put in place, your client will need to involve their appropriate tax and legal advisors, but we too will help those advisors solidify the planning. So plans like this are really not used enough, in my opinion. They're especially useful for employers who want to take care of their most important and productive employees. They can help employees who are reverse selected against, if you will, with qualified and ERISA benefit plans. So arrangements like this can be layered on top to alleviate the discrimination. Employees, of course, want to be rewarded for their loyalty and hard work, and this is one great way to do it. Split dollar and other non-qualified arrangements are sometimes very complex. It's really important to have the right team on your side when you're beyond simply a family term insurance situation. So we look forward to helping you with your business owner clients who may benefit from an arrangement similar to Harbaugh's. While, hey, we can certainly help on a case this size, we can also help on situations with fewer zeros at the end of the check. So please contact your internal wholesaler here at Financial Markets to discuss your prospective business planning cases. And with that, I'm going to turn this right back to Tara Sewell so we can see who's going to be a Pit Boss winner.
Thank you, Neil. Some great information and a great concept in helping business owners with those key employees. Now let's draw our third producer. And our third finalist. So just so far, just so we remember, we have two finalists currently, Wesley Watkiss and Sandra Picone, and we are ready to draw our third producer. Kevin Ely from Kansas with 95 tickets. Is Kevin on the call?
I do not see Kevin on the call. I know a lot of times he's in a conference room. We'll just wait about 5 or 10 seconds to see if they message us, and if not, and so it looks like Kevin Ely is not on the call, so we'll move to the next one.
Let's draw again. Wayne Braytag from South Dakota with 88 tickets. Is Wayne on the call?
Let's take a look here. Wayne is not on the call with us here.
Okay. Again, your name can be drawn, but you must be present and on the call in order to qualify. So let's draw. John Rundle, Kansas, 58 tickets. Is John on the call?
Tara, I'm sorry, John's not on the call either.
All right. We'll just keep drawing until we find our winners. Connie Benson from Missouri with 11 tickets. Is Connie on the call?
I think we're in a tough streak here because Connie is not on the call with us here.
Well, we will just keep drawing here. We're still trying to find our third producer, Kirby Bowden from South Dakota with 177 tickets. Is Kirby on the call this morning?
Kirby is on the call. Congratulations,
all right.
Kirby.
Congratulations, Kirby Bowden. So we have our three producers, and we're just going to go ahead and move on to our fourth producer.
Oh, my goodness, Kevin.
Kevin Ely was drawn again, and we know that he's not on the call, so we'll continue to draw. Kelly Hansen from South Dakota with 165 tickets in the hat. Is Kelly on the call this morning?
Take a look here. And I do see Kelly Hansen on the call.
Congratulations, Kelly. All right. I'm going to turn this. You're probably all aware that our 2020 Agent Point Awards was released earlier this year, and with as little as $1 million of annuity premium or $30,000 in life premium or any combination, you could be on your way to Costa Rica in 2021. Now, the qualifying period is from January 16th of 2020 through January 15th of 2021. That is for an all-inclusive 5-night getaway to Costa Rica. And we are on to our fifth finalist. And shake up the hat. Kirby Bowden has already been drawn, so we will draw again.
Man, how many tickets? 177 tickets.
177 tickets. So far, we have Wesley Watkiss, Sandra Picone, Kirby Bowden, and Kelly Hansen. And we are looking for our fifth producer, William McCarthy from Illinois with 5 tickets. Is William on the call?
Just going to check William and Bill here. And I do not see Mr. McCarthy on the call.
Okay, let's go ahead and draw. Dale Chafin from Kansas with 69 tickets. Is Dale on the call?
I'm sorry, Taryn. We're striking out here, but Dale's not on the call with us.
Andrew Massian from Kansas with 57 tickets.
And Andrew is on the call.
All right. Congratulations, Andrew. So just to recap, our finalists, Wesley Watkiss, Sandra Picone, Kirby Bowden, Kelly Hansen, and Andrew Massian are our 5 finalists.
And folks, hey, take a look at the YouTube channel, youtube.com/fmiAgent. There's a ton of videos there. I saw one that was published this morning, was teaching kids how to value money. And that was a webinar replay that we had put on by Principal. So that might be something you're interested in. Also, Dow's Weekly Digest. It's a weekly a weekly look back from Ed Bartling here at Financial Markets that puts that on each week, and those are published again on a weekly basis. So, check those out. Replays from various webinars that we have. There's consumer videos there. There's producer training videos, and then as well as the webinar replays. So please check that out if you want to see some good content there. And while Tara's shuffling.
All right, we've got our finalists here in the hat. Again, Kelly Hansen, Andrew Massian, Kirby Bowden, Wesley Watkis, and Sandy Picone. And we will do our final draw for the Pit Boss Austin XL Pellet Smoker. All right, folks, drum roll, please. One last shuffle, and we'll put those in the hat for our finalist. And Kirby Bowden with South Dakota with 177 tickets. Congratulations, Kirby. And congratulations to our 4 runners-up, Sandy Picone, Wesley Watkis, Kelly Hansen, and Andrew Massian for the $50 Amazon gift card. Congratulations to our winners. And, we are just grateful for all of your business and the opportunity to work with you and your clients. Now, you'll need to be watching your email for our next contest, which will be starting soon. From all of us here at Financial Markets, the carriers you sell each and every day, thank you. Thank you for your business, and thank you for the retirement security and the family protection that you are providing to your clients. Without you and your clients, our firm and the insurance companies that you solicit would not be where we are today. So a big thank you to you. We appreciate you. Have a blessed day.
Big thank you. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, everyone on the call. Have a great summer.